gets me a touch of it.
I drink it off and on all day and all night if I'm here at the house. If I'm away from the house, you know, I'll do without it till I get back home.
You ever had any of that, I can't remember the full name of it. I call it, it's called Delight coffee creamer in the refrigerator section in the store. You had any of that, are you?
Yeah, Kathy uses it. I'm on that, I think it is.
Well, I got on the kick of the Reese's, and man, that was good. And then they quit making it.
They sure, it wasn't it, and they quit making it. They'll make it. What's they make it?
Get something good, and then they quit making it.
That's the way with the medicine. Get something that'll help you treat and get a little better, and I'll take it away.
This whole world's going down the drain.
It's just about fair. My nose had a bad sinus infection there last week. She wasn't even able to come and do it. People, she wasn't so easy to care to see if she could get her some antibiotics, and I wouldn't give her none.
Oh, Lord.
That devil's got an answer for everything, but they ain't sitting there suffering. But you could better say, well, they'll find it.
They've got access to all the medicine they want, and if they don't have to punish like we do.
That's right.
We make plenty of house payments for it.
Why, sure.
Oh, now that's just wrong.
Yeah, and I got a KMA with mine.
I don't know, Walter.
But hopefully it'll be.
RC210, repeater, controller V7.01. Ready.
All right, let's see if we can pick up where we left off here. Still in communication with our technicians, AC8W, who's doing a yeoman's job at the repeater site. And let's see if we're able to continue here. The only other thing I'll say is the car operates a UHS standalone repeater on 444.75, located in Shaker Heights, Ohio. At this time, I'll take a quick standby for stations with traffic or announcements. If you have traffic for announcements for the Cars Wednesday Evening Club Net, please call Lead Control, K8RJH. Okay, no stations heard with traffic or announcements, but I'm going to take a standby for our club president. I'll go ahead and try to make this as quickly as possible. We only have RF check-ins this evening, as our Allstar and Echolink node is offline at the moment. So please take your time. Everybody come and give your fanatics, call sign with fanatics, and your name and station location. Please call that control, K8RJH.
This is Kilo Charlie 8, Mike Romeo Charlie. The name is Bob in Oakwood Village. I'm going to be in and out tonight. This is Alpha Delta 8 Kilo Echo, Mark in Broadview Heights. Kilo Delta 8, Bravo Alpha Lima, Joe, 7 Hills.
Alpha Charlie 8, November Whiskey, Scott in Brecksville. Kilo Delta
Whiskey 8, Bravo, Juliet, Sierra, Bruno, and Parma.
WB4RC listening.
W8WKY.
Okay, we'll hold it there for the moment. So far, net control copies KC8MRC Bob. I have station ending in Quebec Echo. That would be Mark. What was your full call sign again, Mark?
WB4AIZ, this is KD8SLG. Hey there, Chuckles. Heard you out there. Wanted to say hi. I'm still on the Worcester Club net, the other side of the room, but wanted to acknowledge you and say
Okay,
hi.
we'll come back to Mark in just a moment. We have KD8BAL Joe, AC8NW Scott, W8BJS Bruno, and I thought I heard a double in there. Please call net control, K8RJ.
WB4RC.
Kilo Echo 8, Romeo Zulu Papa, Dan in Parma.
Pretty quiet around here. Maybe we get the 40s
Kilo
tonight,
Echo 8, Tango Foxtrot Hotel, Tony in Parma Heights.
Anyways, over.
Alpha Delta 8, Kilo Echo, Mark in Broadview Heights.
All right, buddy, will you stay warm? I put you on the list. Are you sticking around tonight, or are you just getting your ticket punched?
Look right there for a second. Let's see, we have picked up KE8RZ, Romeo Zulu Papa Daniel. I have a station TFH, that would be Tango Foxtrot Hotel. What was your full call sign again, please?
It's getting late for me.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Foxtrot Hotel, Tony, Parma Heights.
I got you in the log there. And of course, we now have KD8QE Mark on the log. I have you still at check-in number 2. Let's continue on. So far, 7 check-ins. Who else is out there that would like to check into the net? This is Net Control, K8RJH.
KC80S
Kilo Charlie 8 Echo Sierra Golf Market Parma.
Whatever. FLG WB4AIZ per.
Here is November 8 Alpha Hotel Sierra. November 8 Alpha Hotel Sierra Fredbury NHS.
Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Charlie Victor Andy and Parma. Can you read me?
Okay, we'll hold it there. We picked up KC8ESG. We picked up Mark N8AHS Fred, and Andy, you're coming through loud and clear, KD8SCV. That makes 10 on the check-ins. Let's continue on. Who else is out there that would like to check into the net?
This is NU8Y, November Uniform 8 Yankee. John, in and out tonight.
All right. So we have NU8Y. We'll hold it there. Thank you, John, for checking in. Got you in and out. Let's cycle up to the top of the list. Before I do, I've got a simple little trivia question because we're going to try to do this net quickly. And the trivia question, true or false, is current flow and electron flow the same in a DC circuit? Again, is current flow and electron flow the same in a DC circuit? That's your trivia question, true or false. KC8MRC Bob, he was in and out. The next one on the list, I have Kilo Delta 8 Quebec Echo, KD8QE. Mark, how are you doing, sir?
Whiskey Tango 8 Oscar, Toby in Valley City.
Okay, Net Control recognizes WP80 Toby, Valley City. I believe you, Toby, you have an announcement. Did you want to go skip to the very top of the list here and give your announcement, sir? WT80, this is K8RJX. Do you copy, Toby?
Yes, I copy. WT80.
Okay, Toby, do you have an announcement? Why don't you go ahead and give that now, over.
Thank you, Ron. I just want to mention again, we're having our Christmas party Saturday. All the information's on the website. It'll be 6 o'clock starting at 6 o'clock at the Wagon Wheel Pub in Parma, corner of Snow and Pearl. And the owner requested that all members park across the street because they have limited parking. They have a big parking lot across the street. So please do so. And I hope to see you there. I did receive emails with confirmations from everybody, so I don't want to be redundant, but we want to make sure everybody gets the information. WT80.
Okay, thank you, Toby. Would it be unfair to ask you about the trivia question? And it's just a simple little one, true or false. Is current flow and electron flow the same in a DC circuit?
I'm having trouble copying out here, so give me I'm not going to answer the trivia question. Thanks anyway, Ron. WT80.
Okay, Toby, thank you. But your announcement was loud and clear. Next in the line, Kilo Delta 8, Quebec.
W8WKY. K5 CFY, if you're out there, do you want to test Allstar for me, please? It's Katie at SLG.
SLG K5 CFY, you are sounding perfect here in Oklahoma. Go ahead.
Well, thank you, sir. I actually didn't even realize that the board and breaker hub was already linked up. So I guess I should have checked that before I asked you. But awesome. Good to hear. Thank you very much, Ray. KD8 SLG.
I noticed when you and Chuck was talking, it was already hooked up, which I thought, well, they hooked it up early, but anyway. But you are definitely sounding good there. K5, CFY.
Thank you, sir. I'm trying to slow roll the start tonight because my voice is kind of on the edge. So thank you for that. We're about 2.5 minutes out from the girl. So I think I'm just going to be standing by unless anybody's really got to throw in for a short time.
Let's see. WBHGKV, I'll check in early in case I'm away from radio.
Katie, you'll be in and out. Got too much work to do around the house.
All right, I heard Ed there, WBHGKB. I've got you on the list early tonight, Ed. Don't run away. And KD2HCE, Chris, I started talking over you, but I saw someone keying up. I caught the tail end of it there. You enjoy cleaning up the house. I did a little bit of that today myself. KD8SLG.
KD8FLG, WB4AIZ, real quick.
Go ahead, Chuck. What do you got?
Yeah, I noticed a beacon that was listed, I don't know how many hours ago, on my net scraper, and it was only 2 listings, but I was confused. Anyways, I'll stand by.
There's a story behind that, Chuck. You weren't confused. I was confused. When I set up NetLogger this afternoon, I still had the beacon net set up label there in the label spot, and I didn't throw in the board and breaker net. Luckily, Ray gave me a call and said, hey, fix it, and I did after a few well-placed expletives. All right, we got about 12 seconds until the girl. Please stand by.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
There's the girl. QST QSD. Welcome to the Beacon Net pre-show, sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night. We play trivia. We have a good time. We make some jokes. This is the pre-show. I'm here to take early check-ins for the net that starts at the top of the hour when KD80PC will take over. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator tonight is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. As is tradition here on the Beacon Net, let's check in with our Beacon Net crew and make sure everybody's equipment is working. KD80PC. Are you ready to do it again tonight there, Dustin?
KD8SLG and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8PC. I am here. I'm ready for round two. I think it should be a good night. We'll have a good net. Hopefully we'll get lots of check-ins there. All right, with that, hopefully I've said enough. Hopefully I'm sounding good. You're sounding good on my end. KD8PC, back over to KD8SLG.
Yeah, fully copyable, but it sounds like it's raining. I don't know. Anyway, sounds fine, Dustin. Oh, man. Let's go out clear with Dustin, KD8PC. Let's talk to Nick at night, who's got trivia tonight, I believe. KD8QKO, you out there, Nick?
KD8SLG, KD8QKO. Yes, sir, I'm out here. I have a trivia question ready. Sorry, it took me a bit to respond there. I wanted to make sure I left a nice pause in there just in case there's any emergency or priority traffic. But anyway, with that, sir, I'll pass it back to you, K8QKO.
Yeah, this is the pre-show, man. I forego some of those formalities. Dustin will ask for emergency traffic. Thanks for being there, Nick. You're awesome. Gonna clear with K8QKO. Let's check in with Andy. How's he coming in? Andy, AB8MO, how you doing tonight?
KD8SLG, this is AB8MO. Well, on my personal Allstar Node right now. Got W8OKE tied in. Packet loss is way less than it was Sunday night, so hopefully if this keeps up, I won't have to resort to Echolink. So I guess that's all I should say. Sounding good there. KD8SLG, this is AB8MO.
Andy, I know you have no responsibilities whatsoever tonight, so thanks for being here. Do appreciate it. And our next no responsibilities whatsoever person, KE8QWE Mike. How are you tonight? Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Kilo Echo Lake, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Greetings from the Shofter COVID Sanitarium. We are all getting better. Nick, of course, you sound great. I sound like me. I have no responsibilities. Hey, can you move me up towards the top of the list? I'll go ahead and do trivia and things like that and get some sleep, okay? This is Kilo Echo Lake, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Back to KD8 SLG.
All righty there, Mike. You are sounding better. I put an M there for you and to trigger Dustin to give you a call earlier. If he's still listening, he'll remember. Mike, take care of yourself. Good hearing you. Going to clear with KE8QWE, and last but not least of the BeaconNet crew, we've got Josh, KE8VKA with the alternate trivia tonight. Josh, how you doing?
KD8SLG and the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KE8VKA. Dang it, I quick keyed again. I have been informed that I quick keyed too much. Our friend tried to jump into a conversation on a different repeater on 015 earlier, and she could not get in because Lucy and I would pick up the mic too quick. And so she actually called Lucy on the phone and said, "Stop quick keying so I can get in." So I'll try to practice. Anyways, I'm here, I'm ready, and looking forward to it. KE8VKA, back to KD8 SLG.
It's all good, man. It happens. What are you going to do? You know, all you can do is fix it the next time around. And you know what? Sometimes you quick key just so somebody else can't get in. I didn't say that. All right, Josh, looking forward to tonight's trivia question. Going to clear with K8BKA. All right, I've already got a list running, so let me tell you who I got, and then we'll open this up for a couple rounds of check-ins, and we'll see who's sticking around. WB4AIZ, Chuck was in and out. KE8YUG, Josh lead us off tonight. KC0LRM, Kelly got you on the list. K5CFY in your usual number 10 spot. WB8GKB, Ed, I got you on the list. KD2HCE was in and out, cleaning the house. Have fun with that, Chris. WA8KOC and KA8MNT, I pulled you guys out of somewhere, and I got you in here. KE8VKA, KE8VZA, KE8QFT, that's Josh, Eric, and Fred. N8JET, Bill was in and out off of the blue screen. Thank you, Bill. And KE8YUK, Miss Lucy, I got you on the list. Let's do some check-ins. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
85QAI.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray. That's KE8 VOX, Scott Vermillion. I'll be in and out tonight.
KD8 SLG, this is Kilo Echo 8, Mike Yankee, Chris in Amherst, KE8 MMY.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo KCAG QR.
I have no traffic, Nick. I'm going to get some rest before tomorrow. Had quite a busy day when I had gone to the cardiologist, so I'm going to need some extra rest. Thank you. Have a good net, and peace.
All right, let me grab it real quick there, folks. We had Pete in there, QAI. I'll figure it out there, Pete, before I get back to you. I can't remember your complete call sign there. KE8VOX, Scott Vermillion was in and out. KE8MMY, birthday boy this month. Good to hear you, Chris. KE82KTQR decided to cage match his way in here tonight. And WV3K, Phil, get some rest. I hope you had some decent news today. We'll talk later on. Thanks for stopping by and saying bye. Let's do another round of check-ins, then we'll start seeing who's sticking around. This is KD8 SLG. I'm listening.
Kilo Echo 8 Yankee November Juliet, John Norton.
Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Charlie Kilo, Mark Copley.
KE8 BHQ, Ben, I'll be mobile driving home.
AC3MWK, Bruce, I'll be in and out tonight.
All right, let me pick it up there. I think it was KE8YNJ. I'll confirm that in a second. KD4SCK got you in there, Mark. KE8BHQ got you on the way home there, Benjamin. I'll keep you sticking around. Dustin will give you a call. And KC3MWK, Bruce in North Carolina. Thank you very much. Ray, thank you for the assist there on Pete's call sign. I do appreciate it. And just to confirm, was that Kilo Echo 8 Yankee November Juliet, John?
KD8 SOG, yes, that is correct.
All right, my ears and fingers are communicating better than I thought. All right, let's see who's sticking around tonight. This is the W8WKY repeater. You're listening to the BeaconNet pre-show. And we're going to be talking to Josh. KE8YUG, fine business on the food net tonight, Josh. Are you sticking around for trivia with us tonight? thank you on that. Yeah, we had a blast. Thank you for stopping by. And Marie told me to say hello. She says hello. And we'll be sticking around. Back to net, KAYUG.
All right, buddy. I got you sticking around tonight, and you give Marie a smile for me, if you would, please. Going to clear with KE8YUG. Let's talk to Kelly out in Tulsa. KC0LRM. Kelly, how are you doing tonight? Are you sticking around to play trivia?
Oh, hey, Nick, thanks for getting me in there. Yes, I'm doing fine, and I'm going to be hanging around and play trivia. And I'll let you get on down there and get Ray and the rest of them.
Awesome, Kelly. You know, you've become enough of a regular. I just grab you off of the monitors list there on the blue screen. So thanks for being here tonight. Good to have you on board. We're going to stay out there in Oklahoma in the Tulsa area and talk to Ray, K5CFY. Good afternoon, Ray. You had fun this afternoon on the second hour of the Board and Breaker Net, did you not?
KD8 SLG, this is K5CFY. I absolutely did have a wonderful time on the second hour there, and had so many good friends there from Ohio that checked in. I definitely enjoyed that. Wished I could have got my good friend Jim in there, but he definitely likes to quick key. But anyway, I'm definitely going to hang around and listen to the net. So thanks for getting me in there. K5CFY, back to you there, Nick.
Yeah, Ray. I heard Jim at least 2 times on this side key up, and by the time I communicated it to you, I think he kind of gave up. It's kind of rough getting in sometimes from up here for some reason. Ray, thanks as always, and once again, thanks for that emergency phone call this afternoon. Gonna clear with K5CFY. Let's talk to Ed, WB8GKB. Ed, are you by the piano, and are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
See here, WB8GKV is here. Yeah, I'm right near the piano, and we'll be sticking around. And new HT come in, and a battery for the other one. So I got to put memories in that thing. I forgot how to do all that. But anyway, yeah, got some new equipment and a battery to boot for the another one. But I couldn't get the old battery, so I guess we're in shape. Back to net there, WB8GKV.
All right, Ed, new toys are always fun. New toys are always fun. And you're coming in loud and proud tonight, Ed. Going to clear with WB8GKB. This is KD8SLG. Next up, let's grab Fred, WA8KOC. Fred, are you staying up with us tonight, or do you need some sleep before the big festivities tomorrow?
Well, the big festivity. Hey, Nick, good to hear you. Please give my very best to our pal Dustin, who's going to be actually running the sustenance of the Beacon Net this evening. Yeah, you know what? It's been a full 24 plus hours of amateur radio. Yesterday morning, this afternoon, this evening, I am going to retire after I have a little bit of food put in my stomach, and will miss being here with you guys, but hopefully, I know you're going to have time, and the trivia is going to be great, and all of our pals in here, great to hear everybody, and we are looking forward to more festivities, as you said, tomorrow evening at the Christmas party, so you take good care of yourself, do not work too hard, enjoy the net, and I will look forward to not talking to you tomorrow morning, seeing you tomorrow evening. KD8SLG and the pre-net show 7-3 from WA8KOC. I forgot my call sign.
W8WKY.
Hey, Fred.
It happens, Fred. It happens. Who was that throwing in with the comment for Fred? Go ahead.
88SLG, 88EPC. Just wanted a quick key in there and say hi to Fred, WAKO.
Yeah.
Have a good evening, my friend. With that, 88EPC, back to net control.
Thank you, Dustin. Sorry to barge in here, Nick. Good to hear you, pal. You guys have a great net. Thanks for taking my check-in. WA8KOC will be cleared in QRT.
You're both fired. Neither of you have achieved old goat or old buzzard status yet. I'm just kidding. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dustin. Thanks, Fred. I do want to recognize KD2HCE. Chris was in and out. I hope he's listening. Next up, we got KA8MNT Tom. Good evening, Tom. Say hi to Linda for me. And how you doing? You sticking around for trivia tonight?
KD8SLG, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Nick, and everybody that is so far here. Yeah, I think I'll stick around this evening. I've got nothing else planned. I do have to get up in the morning, so I will be getting into the barometer net as early as I can so that I can get back out and be at the vampire's office by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, yeah, we'll stick around and see what happens. This is KA8MNT, back to KD8SLG.
Cool beans, Tom. Glad to have you sticking around tonight. And thanks for putting together the bail money for us while we were plotting our still last night. Someone always has to step in with the voice of reason when we push it too far. Going to clear with KA8MNT. Next up, we got KE8VZA. For those of you watching on NetLogger, you saw me take care of a little housekeeping there. I got ahead of myself. KE8VZA, Eric, how you doing tonight? Good job on your 10-meter dipole, I hear. And are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
KD8SLG, good to hear you, Nick. Yeah, I will be sticking around with you, and we actually got the Antron 99 up and vertical and used that on the 10-meter net tonight with last night with some success. So thanks for the kudos there. Back to you, Nick.
All right, man. Good to have you on board. We're gonna have to get you some more shifts tonight, or shifts here on the beacon net there, my friend. I think we can work that out. Gonna clear with KE8VZA. Next up, we got Uncle Fred, KE8QFT. Uncle Fred, what's going on? You sticking around tonight?
Every night, I'll try to answer the trivia question. Without any further ado, back to the pre-net.
Uncle Fred's short on material tonight. He's saving it for the big show. Going to clear with KE8QFT. Next up, we got Miss Lucy, KE8YUK. How you doing, Lucy? You've been having fun out there on with that radio in your car, haven't you, Lucy? KEYK, KDSLG. Out there, Lucy?
This is KE8VKA. She stepped out of the room. She'll be here. KE8VKA. Back to you, Nick.
Thanks for that, Josh. Oh, man, you guys, you busy couple, you. All right. Going to clear with KE8YUK. She's sticking around, I'm sure. Let's go back out to Oklahoma there. Talk to Pete. KB5QAI. Good to hear you, Pete. How you doing? Are you going to stick around and play trivia with us tonight? KB5QAI. Pete, are you out there? All right, Pete may have been in and out tonight. Let's talk to the birthday boy of the month, KE8MMY, Chris. How are you tonight there, buddy? And are you sticking around for the big show?
This is fine as frog fur, and since I heard his voice, it's just so much fun to say hello to K5, CF5. Anyhow, I got that out of my system. Yeah, I'm going to stick around for the big show. I made myself a pot of coffee, which should keep me up, and I'm pairing it with Bailey's, which will maybe not go to nap right away. So I'll be around. K8MMY.
All right, Chris, I got you sticking around tonight. Going to clear with KE8MMY. Next up, we got KE8TQR. Keith, I hope all went well at the vets this afternoon. Keith, how you doing? Are you sticking around tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8TQR. The dog is fine. He did well. He's healthy. And I'll be sticking around for the show and trivia. KE8TQR.
Good to hear, Keith. Good to hear. Going to clear with KE8TQR. I want to recognize KE8VOX Scott and WV3K. Phil, we're in and out. Thanks for stopping by, guys. And this is the W8WKY repeater. You're listening to the Beacon Net. Next up, we got KE8YNJ. John, welcome to the show. Are you going to stick around and play trivia with us a little bit tonight?
Yeah, Nick, I think I will stick around tonight and listen to the trivia and see what answer I can come up with. So we'll turn it back over to you. This is KE8YNJ.
KE8YNJ, KD8SLG. Really clean signal there, John. Sounds great. And I got you sticking around tonight. It's going to be fun. Next up, we got KG4SCK. Mark in the middle. What's going on, Mark?
Hello, Nick and everyone. Yep, I'll be sticking around tonight, if only to delay going out in the cold and taking my antenna back down. Uh-oh, there's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Beacon Zone. KG4SCK.
Oh, Mark. Yeah. For those of you who were on the Food Net tonight, and those of you who weren't, Mark was apparently listening when I told of my plans to spend New Year's Eve with someone special watching The Twilight Zone. So there you go. We've got a new introduction to the Beacon Zone. Mark, good to have you on board. I got you sticking around. Going to clear with KG4SCK. KE8BHQ, Benjamin's on his way home. We'll catch him at the top of the hour here, which isn't too far away. KC3MWK was in and out tonight. Bruce, howdy. Have a great night down there in North Carolina. Added someone who I know is listening, but I don't know if he's going to respond. My brother from another mother, W2JLS. Are you still out there, John?
Nick, this is W2JLS. I'm still here, buddy. I just shut off the Echolink to park it in front of this microphone down here in the radio room, and I did flip on this oscillating space heater, which is my best friend when I haven't had the heat on today. So count me in for the festivities. I suspect I'll be near the mic and the radio in time for trivia. Good to hear you, buddy, and all of those folks out there, the beaconators, or whatever you call them, the netizens. Very good, sir.
W8WKY.
And there was a word from our sponsor. I'm going to take another stab out there in the air. AI5Q, Jairus, AI5Q. Are you out there, and are you sticking around tonight?
SLG in the net, AI5Q. Yes, I am here, and I'm knocking around for the net. Kids were getting home from youth group, and one of them left their book at the church, and yada, yada, yada. I just didn't get a chance to check in yet, but I will be here. Appreciate you picking me up and pulling me out of the ether. Back over to you, Nick.
I saw you lurking out there, Jarris. Good to have you on board. I'm going to clear with AI5Q. I see another one out there, W8GMF. Gary, would you like to jump in on Echolink and say hi to us tonight? Oh, I may have caught him off guard. We'll give Gary a break tonight. There's someone I haven't seen in a while, though, and I've got to give him a call. AL8T, Nate. Dustin and I were talking about you not long ago. We were wondering where you've been. AL8T. Nate, are you out there?
Alpha Lima 8 Tango, up in Kodiak returning. Nick, good to hear you. I had a moment. I just had to stop by. It's been busy for sure. Actually, currently prepping for a flight tonight. So I'm in the hangar, and big metal box. So I had to string up the J pole for the Slim Jim and just kind of give it a whirl. So trying to get back into the swing of things. Life's just been crazy. All good stuff. Just how life just happens. So yeah, good to hear you. Hope all is well. And as long as I don't have to go fly earlier than planned, I'll be sticking around. Alpha Lima 8 Tango returning back.
Nate, it's great to hear you, and life comes at you fast, and glad to hear you're doing good. And I put an M there by you, and Dustin will prioritize getting you to the top of the list tonight so we can catch you before you may have to fly out of there. Thanks for stopping by, Nate. It's great to have you. It's great to have you back there, buddy. AL8T from KD8SLG. This is the BeaconNet pre-show here on the WKY. I got about 2 minutes left. Anybody else want to get on the pre-show list before we start the party? Now's your chance. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
Whiskey Delta 8, Lima Alpha, Neil and Brewster.
QZ.
KB8 PXM, Charlie and Mount Eaton.
All right, we got 3 good ones there to throw on the list there before I throw it over at Dustin. We got WD8LLA, KC8FQV, and KB8PXM. Charlie, my man. All right, let's talk to Neil real fast. Neil, are you going to stay up and play trivia with us tonight, or are you just getting your ticket punched?
I think I've already got my ticket punched, but I still have a Milwaukee ice left, so I'm going to stick around. I want to say hi to Charlie in there. It's been a while. WD8LLA back to net control. I'll be waiting around.
All right, Neil, you talked to Tulsa this afternoon, and you're in here with us tonight. Good to have you on board there, man, and you make that ice last. WD8LLA, KD8SLG. We got Mark, KC8FQV. Mark, you sticking around for trivia tonight?
Yeah, I'll stick around because I'm still driving home from the Cauga Falls holiday party. So we'll stick around, and it was a good thing. I'll back to the net. We'll catch you guys tomorrow night.
Turn left onto Middlebury Road.
All right, Mark, I hope you didn't have too many cocktails there at the Cuyahoga party. I got you on the list for sticking around tonight. And last but not least, I think this is the first time I've checked Charlie in. KB8PXM. Charlie runs the WatchNet every Tuesday night where we race off to after the Sarah Club net. KB8PXM. Charlie, how are you tonight? And are you just jumping in to say hi, or are you going to stick around?
No, I'm just jumping in to say hi. It's been a while since I've been on this repeater, and I knowed I had something programmed wrong in this Kenwood V71. I couldn't figure out what it was, and what it is, I don't have the tone. I've got the right tone frequency, but I don't have it in there right. I have to click it and put it on tone. So I thought, I was listening to the pre-net and digging through all my my manuals and a Kenwood, gosh, there's pages and pages, and finally I found what I was looking for. And I'll tell you, the fun of amateur radio, figuring out what you're doing wrong. But good to hear everybody, and yeah, we'll just be in and out. But I did make it, KV8PXM.
You did make it, Charlie, and you sound absolutely perfect there, man. And I always try to make the WatchNet with you there on Tuesday nights. Charlie, thanks so much for stopping by. It's made my night. Gonna clear with KB8PXM. That's the end of the pre-checks tonight. It is 10:01. It's time for Dustin to light up the nighttime airwaves. Thanks to all who checked in with me here. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Take it away.
All right, thank you there, Nick. Good evening and welcome to the BeaconNet. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The BeaconNet meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We will take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. All right, we're looking with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters throughout the country, so we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit, so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Kilo November. Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Kilo November. David, Boynton Beach, Florida.
Whiskey Bravo 1, Oscar November Echo, WB1 ONE, Matt in Owasso, Oklahoma.
All right, we picked up a couple there. We have KO4 DKN over in Florida, and then we have WB1 ONE, Paul in Owasso, or Matt in Owasso there. All right, do we have any other check-ins? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Nick did a pretty good job getting all the pre-checks in there. We got a nice list here, so let's go up here to the top and see who we got doing trivia tonight. K8QKO, Nick at Night. What do you have for us this evening, my friend?
K8QKO. Good evening, Dustin, and good evening, everyone on the net. All right, the trivia question tonight is as follows. What branch of science is concerned with the interaction between matter and electromagnetic radiation? Your options are spectroscopy, radiology, exobiology, thermobiology, A, B, C, and D. I'll read that again. What branch of science is concerned with the interaction between matter and electromagnetic radiation? Your options are alpha, spectroscopy, Bravo, radiology, Charlie, exobiology, or Delta, thermology. And with that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. This is K8QKO.
All right there, Nick. Thanks so much for the wonderful trivia question. I've got to think about that for a minute. And let's go down and get our alternate trivia from K8VKA. Josh, how you doing?
KD8 EPC, KE8 VKA. Taking the quick keying very seriously. Left still enough space there to make you a little anxious. All right, today's alternate trivia question is, on May 6, 1937, the German Zeppelin Hindenburg, which was carrying aboard 97 passengers and crew, burst into flames and dropped to the ground in a little over half a minute. Amazingly, there were passengers aboard the doomed Zeppelin that survived. How many passengers and crew survived the disaster? Is it Alpha, 2, Bravo, 9, Charlie, 20, or Delta, 62? I'll read it again. On May 6, 1937, the German Zeppelin Hindenburg, which was carrying aboard 97 passengers and crew, burst into flame and dropped to the ground in a little over half a minute. Amazingly, there were passengers that survived. How many passengers and crew survived the disaster? Is it Alpha, 2, Bravo, 9, Charlie, 20, or Delta, 62? I'll post this in the screen. KE8 VKA, back to KD8 EPC.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. And where are the lies there for the quick keying? You got to wait for the beep, and then I give it a 1, 2 count, and just about the time the squelch tail drops, you wait any longer than that, you waited too long. But give it a couple of counts after the beep there, and you're good to go. So there you go. Great question, and we look forward to hearing the trivia answers there. All right, we have a couple of short time and mobile stations to get to here. So we're going to start with KEQWAE. Mike, you're first on the list tonight. How are you, my friend?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec with Echo. I feel better than I have in over 3 weeks. I'm still coughing, but at least I feel like a human being again. I'll tell you what, you don't want this variant of COVID that's going around. It will take you out. Oh, well, I've been sick. My wife's been sick. My son-in-law and daughter are here, and they've been sick, but we're all getting better. I'm the only one that has much of a cough left, but other than I'm good. Trivia. I'm going to go with B&B. I'm sure I could figure it out, but I remember on the Hindenburg, there was more people survived that than what people think. I don't think it was 62, and I think it was higher too, but it was a few. So I'm going to go with B and B, Bravo and Bravo. So with that, I actually got out of the house today. I went to Hardville Hardware and got some stuff and ran a few errands. Felt pretty good to get out of the house. So with everybody, stay safe, stay healthy. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Back to KD8 EPC. See you, folks.
All right there, Mike. Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, my friend, and I hope you get to being 100% there real soon. So we got you down for B&B. We'll say 73 and have a great night. Let's see, who else do I have here in the mobile? Looks like I've got AL8T, Nate. It's been a while, my friend. Let's catch you before you got to catch a flight there. Go ahead.
KD8 EPC, Alpha Lima Tango returning. Yeah, Dustin, Nick, good to be back on the net. Pleasure as always. And as I alluded to, it's just busy. A lot of stuff going on here up in Kodiak at the air station. And just trying, as we call it, holding on to the stab, so holding on to the wing of the aircraft. But all is well. Yeah, I got a good night flight tonight. Got a lot of night up here in Alaska this time of year, so a lot of it to go around. Be relying on those night vision goggles to keep me spinny side up. With that, I don't got too much. I'll take a shot at the questions. I'm going to go with Alpha Charlie. I'll take Alpha Charlie tonight and see how I do. And yeah, as always, a pleasure. Thanks a lot for running the net, and glad to be back on, and hoping to become regular again and get back some free time to join you all regularly. I'm going to send it back to net from Alpha Lima 8 Tango up in the frozen north. Y'all have a good night.
All right there, Nate. Thanks so much for joining us. It's great to have you back. Me and Nick were just talking about you, I don't know, maybe a week ago, both saying we hadn't heard you in a long time, so we hope you do get more time to come and see us. We got you down for Alpha and Charlie, and let me say I'd like to thank you and your crew for everything you do to keep everybody up there in the Great White North safe. So we'll say 73 for now, my friend, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's go on back up the top here, and let's start with Josh, K8YUG. Good evening.
K8EPC, good to hear you, Dustin. This is K8YUG, and for the trivia, for the first one, I'm going to go with B, Radiology, and for the alternate trivia, I'm going to go with B9. I've seen stuff on that, watched some videos, so I feel like 9 might be a good answer. But other than that, yeah, looking forward to hearing the net as it goes along. Got to run the food group net tonight. That was an absolute blast. Had too much fun. And thanks to everybody that got to stop by. And it was just a really good time. And good radio day. The information net was good. I got to get in there even though I was mobile, but it was perfect. We had a busy day kind of running around, but we got deep breakfast at Perkins, which was very good. Oh, and then I got a good 11-meter action. A buddy of mine was in Colorado. He texted me, asked if I was on the radio. We had conditions, and we talked to each other. So I talked to my buddy in Colorado over 11 meters. So that was a blast. So a good radio day, and hopefully everybody has a great day as well. And the week's coming up, so I look forward to talking tomorrow on the barometer net. I'll say 73, but I'll be listening. K8YUG, back to net.
All right there, Josh. Sounds like you had a good one there. I'm glad you got to run the food group. Boy, talking that far in 11 meters is pretty impressive, too. But I remember back when I first got into CB, it was like that all the time. So it's good to get days like that. And I may even have to play on 10 meters tomorrow if it's still going there. So we got you on for B&B, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's go over and talk to Kelly now. KC0LRM. Good evening. How you doing, Kelly?
ADPC, KC0LRM here. Thanks for getting me in there, Dustin. I'm kind of up in arms to this first question. Several people have said D, which I was thinking that, but I'm going to be daring and go D, and then for the second one, I'm going to be daring and go D for Dustin on the second one. So things are pretty good here. We're about 53 degrees. Temperature is kind of cool, but it's kind of comfortable. So that's all I got. I'll let you get on down the list because you got a good one going tonight.
All right there, Kelly. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining us this evening. We got you on for Delta in Delta there. It's always a pleasure to hear you, and thanks for becoming a regular here on the Beacon Net. We'll say 73 to you, and that brings me down to Mr. Ray, K5 CFY, one of the wonderful net controllers there for the Boredom Breaker Net every day there at noon Central Time. Ray, how you doing? Go ahead.
KD8EPC in the net. This is K5CFY. Good evening, Mr. Dustin. Between you and I, we had a good net on the Border Breaker net. I don't think any of the other combinations, first and second hour, even come close to us today. But anyway, we had a good fun, and I'd like to thank all the guys from Ohio that come down and check into the first 2 hours of the Border Breaker Net. We definitely enjoy it. Let's see here. I'm going to go with beacon and barometer. So that's my two guesses. So there you go, Dustin. 73 there to you, and have a great net. K5CFY.
W8WKY.
All right there, Ray. Well, I think everybody likes to talk to us there on Wednesdays. If you don't mind me asking, what was the final number? Because I wasn't there the whole time to watch the net logger.
A few few more than I did today. I think you had 3 more than I did. I think you had 39. I think that's what it was, and I had 35, I think. But anyway, if I remember right, which my memory is about as long as my banking account. But great job there. We definitely enjoy all the folks from Ohio coming down and checking in. Back there, K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, Nick says we got 76 overall, so that's a good day. I really enjoy it, and we thank you for giving us the first hour every Wednesday. Me and Nick have a good time with that. So, Ray, we'll say 73 to you. We got you down for B and a B. And for anybody who doesn't know, the Boredom Breaker Net is every day at noon Central Time, and that's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. It starts at noon Central Time. They switch net controls at the top of the hour there, and they welcome rechecks for the second hour. So come and give them the business, and it's leaving over here on the W8WKY every Wednesday for both hours. So 73 to you, Ray. Have a great evening, and thanks again for everything you do there. Let's see. Let's go talk to Ed now, WB8 to GKV. Good evening.
Well, let's see here. WB8 GKV is here. And I was going to pick on the trivia, I think Baker, I think that's radiology, and then Charlie for the second trivia. So there you go on that one. I'm going to take B for the major and Charlie for the secondary. And just say good evening to everybody on net, sounding good and all that stuff. Don't forget, Saturday's not too far off. And what are you going to do about snow this year? You got to cancel that out for me, at least at my address. I guess the battery's acting up. Anyway, WB8 GKV, I'll turn it back. I don't know what's going on with, I'm on the other deal there with the bad battery.
All right there, Ed. We got you down for Bravo and Charlie this evening. We'll be there Saturday as usual at our usual time, maybe a little bit later, but we'll be there Saturday, and we'll get you your groceries, and I'll try to cancel winter for you. I'll send the request in, but I don't know. We were supposed to send that request in 6 months ago with along with the early request fee, so there you go. We'll say 73, Ed, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's jump on over to Canton and talk to Tom, K8MNT. Good evening.
KD8 EPC, this is K88MNT. Good evening, Dustin, and everybody else that's still here. So let's see, let's do the trivia here right off the bat. On the first trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo. And on the Hindenburg question, I'm going to go with Delta as far as that goes. So those are my answers, and I'm sticking to them. Oh, well. Not sure what else is going on here today. We did some running. Ended up going into Norton and went to Grandpa's Cheese Barn, and then ended up going to what used to be Mellich's, which is now the Village Inn, for lunch. And went down and watched my daughter throw some darts this evening, and then we came home. So we had a full day and that kind of thing. Tomorrow's going to be just as full, I believe, so we'll go from there. So with that, I'm going to quit boring everybody and turn everything back to KD8 EPC, K88MNT, 7-3's all.
All right there, Tom. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We certainly do appreciate it, my friend. And boy, that is my favorite place to go have Barberton-style chicken. You cannot go wrong. So I hope you enjoyed that there, and it sounds like you had a good rest of the day. We got you down for Bravo and Delta, and hopefully maybe we'll see you there at the Christmas party tomorrow. But we'll say 73, Tom. Have a great evening, and we look forward to hearing you again there real soon. Let's go talk to Eric now. K8VZA, how you doing?
KE8EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA. Doing real well, Dustin. Hope you are too. Hope everyone else is. Trivia. I'm going to go with Bravo for the primary and Bravo also for the alternate. I'm kind of peeking at Josh YUG's answer sheet there, so don't tell anyone. Let's see what else. Work today, and I have to say, work the last 2 weeks has just been off the rails, but that's a story for another time. Got my Antron 99 out of the basement last night and put it up, or a couple nights ago, and put it up outside in a spot just to test it out, and was able to check in on the Norris 10-meter net last night, and they actually heard me, so that was good. And checked into the Norris Food Net tonight, run by Josh, KE8YUG, and he did a great job tonight. Looking forward to the Sarah Christmas party tomorrow evening. Looking forward to seeing everyone. And thanks, Dustin, for running the net. This is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right there, Eric. We got you down for Bravo and Bravo this evening, and very cool that you got your Antron up there. Maybe we'll have to try to see if we can't get a hold of each other on 10 meters. I've got a 102-inch whip up here that works pretty well, so we might be able to make that contact back and forth, and that could be pretty cool too. So we'll say 73 for now, my friend, and we look forward to hearing you again real soon. WA8KOC there was in and out, so we'll say 73 to him. And that brings me on down here to K8QFT, Uncle Fred. How you doing?
Okay. First of all, I want to make sure you guys can hear me tonight.
You're coming through just fine. Go ahead.
B on both the trivia questions. She was, I guess as Eric was just talking about the Antron 99. Well, I had one many, many years ago, even before you were born. I had one of them, Dustin, and I was in a one-story apartment, over there on State Street. Can't think of the name of them now, but I put that antenna up, and I had a system where I could, just put it up and then take it right down. Then I got brave, and I said, I wonder what happens if I just leave this up. The weekend was over. I left it up. Nothing was said. Well, then I really got brave, and I said, what the hell? I put it up on the roof. Well, believe it or not, that works. It worked for a long time. I mean, nobody said nothing about it. Until the landlord came by one day, and, he raised all kinds of cane. But looking back on it, it's really funny. But that's cool. I talked to Colorado one time on the CB. Crazy. We used to have a war with Brunswick, a running feud. In any event, that's it for now. K8QFT back to net control.
W8WKY.
All right there, Uncle Fred. Great story. I think you've told me that one before over at those apartments there. So we'll say 73 for now and have a great evening. I know he said he was going to be in and out of string here, but I'm going to try him anyway. WB1ONE, Matt, are you still there?
Well, I hear you, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear me, so I'll make it quick. WB1ONE, put me down for Bravo and Delta. Delta, because I'm an optimist. Anyway, you guys have a good night. 7-3 WB1ONE, back to net.
You were 100% full quieting, man, so perfect. You were still coming in there. I heard you loud and clear. We got you down Bravo and Delta. Thanks for coming in. If I would have caught that you were mobile, I would have got to you there earlier. So we'll say 73 for now, and you mobile safely. Let's go back up the list here and talk to Miss Lucy, K8YUK. What is this, the third time today?
I was definitely letting that reset and was not tripping over my legs and the trash can and the cords and everything. K8YUK, yeah, it is the third time. My voice was shot, but Josh brought me ice cream because he loves me very much. I didn't even ask for it.
I didn't want to eat it all.
I see. So he's making us both fat. Anyway, it's all a ploy. Right, so trivia before I forget, I'm going to go with A for the regular trivia and for alt trivia. I too am an optimist. However, if you don't raise your hopes, you will never be disappointed, so I'm going to go with A. 2 survivors. Because anything is better than that, right? Because 1 wasn't an option. So, that's my theory. Yeah, I had a heck of a day, man. I went out to Rittman area to go to a funeral, which turned out to be canceled, which I didn't know you could do. And apparently no one else did either, so that was exciting. But I got to visit a friend's grave out that way, and I haven't gotten to do that for her yet. So that was very important to me. And then I went into the youth minister office to print some stuff off. And then I went to visit a friend and hang out with other kids so that Betty has buddies, and that was great. And then we had youth group, which somehow we survived. Chaotic, very fun, much more fun than expected, but it was very good. So full day, good day, and now I have my desk set up and nice. So I'm sure it's close to 2 minutes, and with my luck, Josh has changed the timeout timer. So this is K8YUK back to net control. Have a great night, everybody. That's 8. 73.
All right there, Lucy. Well, we got you down for Alpha, and you know what? You can turn the timer up just a little bit because I think this repeater has 4 minutes before it times out. Most of the other stuff connected to it probably doesn't, but the repeater itself will go for 4 minutes before it times out. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you there for now, Miss Lucy. Have a great evening, and we'll look forward to hearing you again there real soon. Let's jump on over and talk to Chris, K8MMY. Good evening. Take it away.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'm enjoying hearing the net. Nice, relaxing evening. As far as the trivia, I didn't really catch most of the first one, but I heard that one of the answers had something to do with spectro or other. So in the spirit of Ghostbusters, we'll go with the spectrometer or whatever it is. We'll go with that answer and be happy with it. And the Hindenburg, I'm gonna bet D. I'm gonna go D on that. And so I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy all of you fine folks and a little bit of coffee and Bailey's and have a good evening at it. So K8MMY 73 to y'all. I'll be listening.
All right there. Well, we'll say cheers to you, my friend, and we'll say 73 for now. We got your answers down there, and we look forward to hearing you again there down the log. We got you down for Alpha, and I believe it was Bravo there, so we'll say 73. Let's go down here to Keith now, K8TQR. Good evening.
KD8EPC, KE8TQR. Good evening, Dustin, and good evening to the rest of the BeaconNet crew. And good evening to everyone checking in or maybe just listening. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. I know we're all having a wonderful night because here we are on the BeaconNet. Hi. For trivia, on the main trivia question, I'm going to go with A, Alpha. And for the alternate trivia question, Hindenburg. I was raised in New Jersey, so the Hindenburg was talked about every now and then. I didn't live that far from Lakehurst. But I remember there were survivors, but I couldn't tell you right now what the number was, so I'm going to go with C, Charlie. There were also people killed on the ground, so it wasn't just crew and passengers. So it's C, Charlie for the alternate. My day went real well. I do have 3 sections of my tower now together, and today I put on my Comet GP15, the tri-bander, and a friend of mine, Bill LTR, come over with his analyzer, and we analyzed it, made it a couple adjustments, and hopefully Friday, as long as it's sunny and a little bit warmer, we are going to put some rigging on it and use one of the trees in the backyard. We're going to put that 3-section of tower and the antenna in a vertical position, so I can start doing some of the coax cable and run it all to the house. So hopefully I'll have something to play with over the winter. Anyway, I'll send this back to you, Dustin, at Net Control. Hope everyone's week goes well, and hope to hear everyone on the next net. So this is KE8TQR saying 73, everyone.
All right there, Keith. We got you down for Alpha and Charlie, and I'm glad you got 3 sections of your tower together and you got that antenna tuned up. So hopefully you'll get that up there before the snow flies, and you'll be able to have something to play with there over the winter. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's go down to KE8YNJ. John, how you doing?
KE8EPC. This is KE8YNJ, and Dustin, we're doing good. And interesting trivia questions, so we're going to go, I'll give you the answer that I've got. We're going to go with Alpha for the first one, and Bravo for the second one. And I don't know really anything about the first one, but just took a guess. But otherwise, that's all we really got for the net, and we'll say 73 to everybody, and those going to the Christmas party, have a good time tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you next year. And this is KE8YNJ.
All right there. Great to hear you out there, John. Thanks for joining us this evening. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo there. We'll say 73. Have a great evening, and I hope to hear you again real soon. Let's go to Mark, KG4STK. Take it away.
Hey, good evening, Dustin. You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. And my mind says the answers are Bravo and Delta. KG4SCK, back to net.
All right there, Mark. Thanks for joining us. We got your answers down there. Let's see, Bravo and Delta. We'll say 73, and we look forward to hearing you again there soon. K8BHQ, Ben, how you doing?
KE8BHQ, I'm pretty far out there, so I don't know if you can hear me. I'll make this quick. For trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo, and I'll see everybody tomorrow at the party. This is KE8BHQ, and I'll wish you 73 and give it back to you.
W8WKY.
All right there, Ben. Great to hear you out there, my friend, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the party. We got you down for Bravo and Bravo. Let's go talk to my good friend John, W2JLS. Good evening.
KD8EPC. Mr. Dustin, this is W2JLS. Good evening on your ears, sir. You and all the beaconators out there listening to the net. Trivia questions. Very, very curious. Nick at night. Yeah, I was in the kitchen listening to that question, and it occurred to me, wow, this is going to be tough because A and B are both correct. And if I better get downstairs and read this again, and I got downstairs and I recognized maybe the first time ever without having a choice E. The answer is all of the above. So my choice is A, B, C, and D. Not sure if this was an act of generosity on the part of Nick, and he's going to give everybody credit for the correct answer, or if he's expecting us to get A, B, C, and D. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Then the alternate trivia question. I know there were more than a couple. I don't know how many, but I'm going to guess D. That sounds like maybe a lot, but I remember thinking, looking at that story years ago, that I was surprised that as many survived that did. Anyway, good to hear everybody, Dustin, and I think I'll be seeing you tomorrow night. W2JLS, back to you, sir.
All right, W2JLS, we got you down for A, B, C, D for the first answer and D for the second answer, and we will be there tomorrow, so we look forward to seeing you at the Christmas party, my friend. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll talk to you there later. Well, let's jump on down to Tulsa and talk to my good friend Jairus, AI5Q. How you doing?
KDA EPC in the net, AI5Q here, and just so you know, W2JLS was not coming through on Allstar. Did not look like it had keyed up the repeater. I don't know if he was talking to you direct or quick keyed and didn't get the Allstar linked up or what, but we did not hear anything down here, just a bunch of silence. So for the trivia questions, I have, well, I know I'm pretty confident in the answer to the first one being A alpha, because I was an engineering student and offered a internship doing something with that exact type of machinery and equipment that measures that type of stuff, and so I know exactly what it's called, so I'm going with A alpha. And then on the Hindenburg, I liked ONE's optimism, so I'm going to go with D delta, and I'll be an optimist tonight because I'm looking at making some changes in life, and one of them is looking towards the future. AI5Q.
All right there, Jairus. Well, glad to have you with us. We got you down for Alpha and Delta, and yeah, he must have quick keyed because he was coming through the repeater to me, but apparently he didn't give it enough time there. This is funny, man. If you don't give it just the right amount of time, it'll time everything out, and you won't hear a thing. So something we got to work on there, letting her drop a little bit. So great to hear you, my friend. Always a pleasure to have you, and we look forward to hearing you again there real soon. All right, let's go down here and talk to Neil now, WD8LLA. How are you?
KD8 EPC, WD8LLA. It's great hearing you tonight, Dustin. It's amazing I'm up this late. I told somebody earlier I had one can of Milwaukee Ice left, so if I made it through it, I'd probably still be on, but it's good to hear our friends out west, and you guys running a wonderful net. This one of the best nets in Ohio. And I lost my train of thought. That's what happens when you get old. But I just like to say hi to everybody that's on the net, and I'm going to go with B and B. I'm not real sure at this point what's going on, but that sounds the best to me. So thanks for running the net, Dustin, and all you do. You've made so many friends all over the country. It's unbelievable. You're a perfect net operator. WD8LLA, back to net control.
right there, Neil. Well, I'm glad you stayed up late and talked to us this evening. I've got you down for Bravo and Bravo. It is good to hear you, and you know we like our friends from all around the corner and all around the world. So it's so much fun. I enjoy it, and that's what I love about in that you never know who you're going to find out there. So Neil, we'll say 73. Enjoy the rest of your beer there, and maybe have another one for me. Hi. 73, my friend, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's see, next on the list, KC8FQB. I think he was mobile. Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, KC8FQB. Mobile still. I was trying, well, I had to do some reset the password, and I had to with the Google, and I have to get all the Google devices back reconnected, and I couldn't get that connected. I can't recall what the word was I used. Well, I will get it straightened up. But I'm going to say B&B. I'll just try that. So, well, at least this year, we ain't got to contend with the snow. Last year, when we had our party, we had to contend with the snow. I don't even want to do that this year. So, everything else is going good, but I want to say bravo on that. I heard them, but I didn't catch them. You know, so we'll send it back to the net. KCFQV. Yeah, we got a party tomorrow, and there's ones over the weekend I have, and I think Monday is my last party. I'm done. So we'll send it back to net. KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. We got you down for Bravo and Bravo. We'll say 73 TNU mobile safely. KO4, DKN, David down in Florida. How you doing?
KDA, EPC, KO4, DKN down here in South Florida, Boynton Beach. Ooh, getting down to a chilly 52 over tonight, so kind of feeling a little of that Ohio weather down here in Florida. Hey, take it back. Anyway, doing pretty good down here in Florida. So, all right, for trivia tonight, I thought I would clean up, but apparently I might be second or third in the running here. Going with A for my first trivia question answer, and I'm going to do D for Dustin on my second trivia question answer question there. And that's it, you guys. Where's Andy? I haven't even heard him on the radio today. Anyway, waving a hand to Andy out there. Anyway, I'll send it back to Net Control. Dustin, you guys have a good week, and we'll talk to you on Sunday. This is Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Kilo November. Back to Net Control.
W8WAY.
All right there, David. Well, great to hear you. It's been a while, so we got you down for Alpha and Delta, and Andy's over here in the blue screen on NetLogger, and he'll be coming up here in a little bit when we go back up and talk to the Net Control team. So we'll say 73 for now, and we'll catch you there down the log. Now we're going to jump on over to Cibolo, Texas, and we're going to talk to Nickelodeon. KF5ADE, how you doing?
Good evening, everybody. This is KF5AD coming on the RCWA repeater because I couldn't get logged into the Doylestown. So hopefully we're getting across okay. We're having a good time down here and just following the net. Sorry we missed Sunday, but we get sometimes a little busy doing different things around the house here. So that's about all I have other than puttering around. Did the launch stuff today. So that's, I guess, trivia. Duh. Let's see. I'm going to have to go ahead and go with, I think it was A for the two of survivors, and I'm going to go with D. I think that's the, no, or is that A? whatever the one that says Spectrum. Oh God, I can't say it right. Spectrum something or other. If you could convert those to the right letters, I'd appreciate it. KF5AD, I'll let you get back to net control. Thanks.
All right there, Nick. We're glad to have you with us this evening. It's always a pleasure to hear you. I think we got just Nick over there converting your answers to alpha and alpha, so there you go. Glad we've got just Nick there behind the curtain to do the hard work for us. So glad to have you with us, my friend. We'll say 73, and we look forward to hearing you again real soon. Let's go over and talk to Miss Sandy now, KG5SYC. Good afternoon, or good evening, rather. Wow.
This is KG5SYC, and yes, it is dark outside, and so I would classify this nighttime or evening time, and you're a little later than us by an hour, so you're even further into the dark. I talked to the daughter, and she was sitting there saying how dark it was at 5 o'clock, but she was driving home, and we still had a little bit of sunshine here. They say a cold front's coming in. We'll see if the cold front actually reaches us. We're somewhere around 53 degrees right now, which isn't too bad. We don't run our heater at night, and but not much during the day. We kind of let the solar kind of take over with the sunshine and warm up the house, and so we're saving a little bit of money along with the solar panels on the house. So other than watching the grandsons and having a good time with them, not much else going on. Getting ready for Christmas and coming to Ohio in January. And trivia, I'm going to go with A and D, as Sandy's always right, and D for Dustin. Can't have it any better. This is KG5SYC.
All right there, Miss Sandy. Well, thanks so much for joining us, and I hope to see you guys when you come to town in January there. It'll be good to see you. We got you down for A and D tonight. We'll say 73 to you for now, and have yourself a great evening. Next on our list, we're going to go over here to President Gary, Alpha Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra. How are you doing, Gary? Take it away.
KD8SLG, am I missing something here?
Might not be running his TL tone.
Okay. Okay, something strange is going on. I'm not getting in either. This is KD8SLG. Anybody out there hear me? This is KD8SLG. Anybody out there hear me? Because nothing was happening there for a minute.
AI5Q, I can hear you on all.
KE8DLJ, I can hear you. Echolink.
All right, anybody out there on RF able to hear me? KD8SLG. Okay, well, we seem to have some issues here with the local RF, which is very, very odd. Let me grab this, and not hearing anything from Gary. Let's go out to Yukon Mike, VY1MGS. Mike, can you hear me out there in the Yukon?
VY1MGS. Greetings, everyone. Yeah, I think we're making the trip. It's currently about -2 Charlie. That's about 28 degrees Foxtrot. A little unseasonably warm, but awfully dark. Not so frozen north right now. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for taking my check-in. Always appreciate being able to catch some of the nets. Just got back from our Radio Association little Christmas dinner this evening, and that was nice touch. We did it with search and rescue as well. So met some new people and met some people I haven't seen for a while. That was a good time. Good time. Hope all is well down yonder, your side. All is well for everyone out there. Have a good evening. Victor Yankee 1, Mike Ellis here. Back to Nick, 73 yo.
All right, Mike. Well, 'tis the season for holiday and Christmas parties and such. Glad you got to get together with everybody. That sounds like a good time. Would you like to hear the trivia questions tonight? I know you came in late.
Oh yeah, I'd love that. Thank you very much. VY1MGS back today.
All right, awesome. We'll see if we can get the trivia questions read for you here, and anybody else who's going to be checking in later. Let's go up to KE8QKO. Nick, give it a shot, please. KE8QKO, KD8SLG.
KD8SLG, KE8QKO. All right, I'm on my Allstar Node, but the battery on my little handheld's about to die, so I will read this quickly and see if I can find a new battery. Where's my question? Here it is. What branch of science is concerned with the interaction between matter and electromagnetic radiation? Your options are alpha, spectroscopy, bravo, radiology, Charlie, exobiology, or delta, thermology. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, Nick. This is KE8QKO.
All right, thank you very much there, Nick. And let's go to Josh for the alternate trivia question. KD8BKA, go ahead.
KD8SLG and the Beacon Net, KE8VKA. Can you hear me all right, Nick?
Roger, roger. Go ahead.
All right, tonight's alternate trivia question. On May 6, 1937, the German Zeppelin Hindenburg, which was carrying on board 97 passengers and crew, burst into flame and dropped to the ground in a little over half a minute. Amazingly, there were passengers of the doomed Zeppelin who survived. How many passengers and crew survived the disaster? Is it Alpha 2, Bravo 9, Charlie 20, or Delta 62? And to be clear, this is talking about those who were on board the ship. Again, on May 6, 1937, German Zeppelin Hindenburg, which was carrying 97 passengers, burst into flame and dropped to the ground in a little over half a minute. There were survivors. How many were there? Was there 2, Bravo 9, Charlie 20, or Delta 62? KE8VKA, back to KD8.
VKA, KD8SLG. Thank you very much, Josh. Let's go back to Yukon Mike, VY1MGS. What do you got for answers there, Mike?
VY1MGS returning. Oh, those are great questions. Well, let's try D for the first one and A for the second one. But I'll be listening. I'll be very curious to hear what the real answers are. That's great. Thanks again. Send it back to me. Make sure you get one, Mike Holster.
All right, Mike, we got you down for Delta and Alpha. Great hearing from you. Thanks for being here tonight. Getting it clear with VY1MGS. This is KD8SLG. Let's see if Dustin can get in here again. KD8EPC, you want to give it a try?
KD8SLG, this is KD8EPC. Am I making it in?
Full quieting. Have at it there, Dustin. KD8SLG.
All right, thanks, man. I don't know what that was. I just could not make the repeater go. I had everything. I mean, it's programmed in there, so the tone is set. Everything was there, but it just let me in. So, interesting. Anyway, let's go back up here and try for Gary again. AA8CS. Are you out there, Gary? All right, nothing heard. We'll try him again here in a minute. With that, this is listen, I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now.
KG7 IRJ.
Kilo 8 Bravo Whiskey Bravo. Name is Tony. Tango Oscar November Yankee. Coming in on Allstar here from Northwest Colorado.
All right, we picked up a couple there. We have KG7 IRJ, Paul there in Maslin, and we have K8W, or BWB rather, Anthony, Tony over there in Colorado coming in on Allstar. Do we have any other check-ins? Please call now. All right, let's go on down this list here. KG7 IRJ, Paul, long time no talk. How are you?
Yeah, Dustin. I've been in the hospital, but still well. I'm back home. This is KG7 IRJ, originally out of Tucson, Arizona. First trivia, I'll go with a B. And second trivia, I'll go with a D. That's what my built-in memory will give me. But just sitting here listening, I heard the first reading of the question, so I've been around for a while. KG7 IRJ, back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Paul. Thanks so much for joining us. We got you down for Bravo and Delta there. We're going to let things reset here. Stand by. All right, this is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet. Next on my list here, we're going to go talk to K8BWB, Tony over there in Colorado. How are you?
Okay, real good. Thanks for having me out here tonight. I've just been kind of looking around on the active node list here on Allstar, so everybody's up and rocking tonight. So didn't have much luck on a little bit on 40 meters tonight and some on 80. And so anyway, glad to hear you guys out there tonight listening to the trivia. So I probably didn't catch everything, but anyway,
nonetheless, thanks for having me. We're going to drop down here about 28 degrees tonight, and looking for some snowfall tomorrow evening. This is KWB, back to net.
All right there. Well, thanks so much for joining us, my friend, and come back and see us anytime. You can find the Beacon Net on 48496 there on Allstar and W8WKY on Echolink. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, but feel free to pop in anytime. There's always somebody here listening. So we'll say 73 for now, and we'll catch you there down the lodge. Let's go talk to Ralph now, K8DLJ. It's been a while, my friend. How you doing?
KD8EPC, and the group, KE8DLJ. I'm doing well. I'm on my way back from my second load, so the night's almost over. Maybe another hour and a half or so. And there's a heater in the truck, so we're doing pretty good that way too, because it's nippy out there. Wind isn't blowing, so that's good. I'm over by Youngstown. Trivia question. I heard the first question, and I heard Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie answers. I didn't hear answer Delta. But I'm going to go and answer Delta, D. And as far as the second trivia question, I'm going to say Sunfish. Other than that, we're doing well. And I've been working a lot of nights. And, you know, it always seems like I'm unloading or loading when the net comes on, but I got done early, so I hopped out here and hopped in the truck and hopped on the net. And you guys take care. KE8DLJ, back to the group.
All right there, Ralph. Well, great to hear you out there, and I'm glad you were able to sneak out. We got you down for D for the first answer. Did you catch the second trivia question, and would you like to answer that one?
Actually, I did answer it. I answered it in German. I said 20. I'm going to guess 20. I don't think it's that high, but that's what I'm guessing. Thank you, KE8DLJ.
W8WKY.
All right, guten Nacht to you there, my friend. Glad to hear you out there, and we'll have to catch up there real soon. We got you down for Delta and Charlie. We'll say 73 to you. Ralph is the bottom of my list so far, so we're looking for check-ins for the Beacon Net. Please call now. All right, nothing heard.
Hey, there was a Kilo November 4, I think it was, station
Nick, take it away.
trying to get in from maybe Chattanooga, and he was in the middle of a pileup. Back to you, KE8DLJ.
All right, I doubled there with you a little bit, Ralph, but I got the gist of what you said. Was there a station from Tennessee that I missed that wants to come in there? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Kilo Foxtrot 4, November Uniform Zulu. I'm in Chattanooga, and I was just trying to get in so I could check in and get in and out on you.
All right there, I heard you that time. Would you come back just one more time with your call? I had just a little blip in the middle of your call and missed the middle of your suffix there.
The call is Kilo Foxtrot 4, November Uniform Zulu, KF4 NUZ. The name's Ed.
All right there, Ed. Well, we got you on the list there, my friend. Thanks for joining us tonight. Did you have any other comments for the net?
good, so it wasn't any big deal. But I do enjoy checking in and listening to some of these nets. So you're doing a fine job, and I appreciate you. KF4 in New Zealand, I'll be on the side listening.
All right there, Ed. Well, thanks so much for joining us, and come back and visit us. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. 73, my friend, and have a great evening. All right, we'll make one more call here for check-ins for the Beacon Net before we go talk to the net control team. Station's waiting to check in. Please call now.
Alpha 8, Charlie Sierra, recheck.
PX, Fred,
All right, I have a recheck from Alpha 8, Charlie Sierra. Gary, we're glad that you came back there, and there was another station, I think I heard the name Fred, but I totally missed the call sign. So that other station, go ahead and key up for a couple of seconds and give me your call again there, please.
Kilo Echo 8, X-ray, KE8YZX, and it's Fred.
All right, we have K8YZX Fred. We will get right back to you here in just a minute. I'm going to hop up here, though, first to our fearless leader, President AA8CS, Gary, with a recheck. Take it away.
All right, Dustin, I promise not to do more than 3 or 4 rechecks tonight, but just for kicks and grins, are you hearing me okay?
We're coming in just fine. Go ahead.
I got to tell you, I am not sure what happened the last time. I thought I was transmitting, and evidently I wasn't. So anyway, that's that. Quickly, let me give you the Reader's Digest version of what I said earlier, to no avail, of course. I just wanted to comment on tomorrow night's Sarah holiday / Christmas / fill in the blank party. We have north of 60 people who have RSVP'd who will be attending. And I just quite honestly am overwhelmed by that number. And I do feel in my heart that this will be the absolute best social event Sarah has ever put on. Not sure what's going to happen, but that is my feeling, and I am just really excited about this. I do have a regret, though. Not my fault, and I'm not going to get into it tonight, but my only regret is you're going to have the best time, but I'm not going to be there. So I'm not going to have the best time, but I want you to know that it shouldn't have gone down the way it went down, but it did, and anyway, but it's going to be a fabulous time, and again, I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to make it. Nick and Jason will do a fabulous job of being MCs, and Nick's got all the notes, and Russ did a nice job of organizing everything, and it's going to be just going to be a good time. So enjoy tomorrow night, you guys, and my heart's with you. With that, let me turn it back to Net Control. This is Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra. Custom select to some. Have a fabulous rest of the evening.
it's not like I'm used to, I guess. And but we're doing okay. How are things with you? How are you?
This frequency is in use. All right there, Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra. So good to hear you out there, Gary, and sorry you're going to be missing the party tomorrow night. We'll have extra fun for you there. We'll say 73 to you, and now we're going to go down here and we're going to talk to KE8YZX. Fred, how you doing?
Great. This is KE8YZX. Coming from northern Michigan, where it's snowing like crazy. But anyways, just wanted to check in with the net and see if things are going. And as for the questions, I'm going to go with B and B. So 7-3 to all, and talk to you soon. Have a great night. KE8YZX.
All right there, Fred. Well, we got you down for Bravo and Bravo, and we certainly do appreciate you joining us there. We'll say 73T and have yourself a great evening. All right, we're at the bottom of the list here. We're going to make one more call for check-ins before we go talk to the net control team. Please call now.
Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5, RBG, Shannon and Tulsa.
W8WKY.
KB8LJ.
All right, I picked up KC5 Real Big Guns Shannon, and I got KB8 LJ Chuck. All right, Shannon, KC5 Real Big Guns, take it away.
Hello there, Dustin and Nick, KC5RBG. Hey, 2 times tonight, today. That works. Well, today was semi-good day. The dealer ended up calling the tow truck to come get my pickup and had it towed into their dealership. And instead of giving me a rental like they normally do, which is paid for by them, they actually gave me one of their dealer cars. They said that way, they don't have to worry about, the cost of the rental. If they need to longer, then they're not worried about that cost. So that's a good thing. The owner told me that he's really going to be looking deep into this. So I really hope they find the problem. I asked him to do it last time, but I think now that I've talked to the owner, he's aware of it, and I think he's wanting to do something about it, so I'm very, very happy about that. They gave me a Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited to drive while mine's being worked on, and it's not a bad little vehicle. I kind of like it. Other news for me, added a family member to my household. Flash doesn't like him, but they'll learn to like each other. But other than that, not much going on here. Of course, my standard answer for trivia, so we'll get that done. And other than that, I got about nothing. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless, and 73, my friends. Back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. Thanks so much for joining us, my friend. We'll say 73T and have yourself a great evening. I'm glad your car is finally getting fixed. And we have you for the great state of Oklahoma. All right, KB8LJ, Chuck, we're going to let the repeater reset here and drop, and then we'll turn it over to you. All right, KB8LJ.
Okay, and everyone in the group, this is KB8LJ. I'm just checking in here quickly, and I'll be in and out. I am kind of sorry that I'm not going to be able to be at the party tomorrow night, but I decided when I found out that I had to make a final commitment a week in advance, I just didn't think I could risk getting caught in a nasty snowstorm after dark, so I decided to pass. And, well, of course, as it turns out, it looks like there won't be a nasty snowstorm. So everybody who's going to the party, enjoy yourselves and have a great time. This is KB8LJ, back to net.
All right there, Chuck. Well, sorry you won't be making the party, but we look forward to hearing you on the net there, and we look forward to seeing you at the next club meeting. So, hey, we'll have a lot of fun for you, and we look forward to seeing you there next time. All right, we're going to jump back up here. We're going to go talk to KD8SLG. Just Nick, how you doing?
KD8EPC, KD8SLG. Sorry for the static there at the beginning. I had listening to different sources, trying to make sure I find out what's going on and who to fling poo at later on. All right, man, I did B&B, Bravo, early on. As soon as I heard the questions, I made my choices, and a bunch of you have made significant arguments against those, but I'm going to stick with where I initially went there. There was some talk earlier in our Discord group about the General von Cornwaldo being involved in the Hindenburg accident, and I did check with the Cornwaldo Bean archivist, and that was not in fact the case. The Cornwaldo Beans crashed a hot air balloon when they ran out of propane for their hot air balloon thing. So that's what I found out about the Cornwaldo Bean connection to hot aircraft or dirigibles, if you will. So that's all I got tonight. Looking forward to seeing everybody at the party tomorrow night. I have my tux out, and it's pressed, and my cummerbund is ready to wrap around my middle. And the translation there is I'll be wearing one of my Barometer Net t-shirts. If you do have a name tag, please wear it. And if not, we got some stickers for you. I'm throwing that in there for KC8HDP. He likes name tags. I hope to see a bunch of you tomorrow night. Thanks, everybody. Great net tonight with a few interruptions there that were really weird. This is KD8SLG, back to net control.
Oh, man, if I would have known you were coming, I wouldn't have signed up to come to that party. Mark me down for Bravo and Bravo also. Why not? There was something else I was going to say to you, but good times, good nets. We'll do it all again soon. K8QKO. I'll be right back up to you. AB8MO. Andy, good evening.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what the world's going on here. Apparently you guys didn't hear what was going on here on 015, and somebody just jumped in right in the middle of your transmission and left. So I don't know what was going on with that, but if nobody else heard it, I guess that's all that matters. Maybe it made it over Allstar, but I'm thinking it didn't. But maybe it did. Who knows? Anyhow, I got to get up. Oh my gosh, at 5 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to meet a buddy of mine for breakfast. We're trying to decide whether to keep whether we want to keep my parents' car or not. I'd like to keep it. It's a good old stick shift, not your pseudo sticks like they build with continuously variable transmission vehicle. This has got an honest to God clutch and a shifter on it. So there you go. It's got just a little over 100,000 miles. It's about 6 or 7 years old. So I think it needs wheel bearings, and I think that's about the main problem with it. So if that's all it really needs, I think I'm just going to get it fixed. So anyway, I'm going to get together tomorrow morning at meet him at local restaurant in Middlefield at 5:45. So anyway, I hope I'm getting in okay. And Chuck brought up a good point. If it would have been a heavy snowstorm, I probably wouldn't have come, and I would have been out $30. But it didn't cross my mind. Thank God that that's not going to be the case. But yeah, for those of us who have to travel a considerable distance a week in advance in December is a lot to ask. It really is. So with that, let me drop for a sec for an epic reset. ABNMO returning. All right, last thing here, trivia question. I don't know, I'll just go radiology. That's probably a total bait answer, but we'll go with that for the first one. And I think more people survived the Hindenburg than what thought. I don't know what that means, Lily. I'm going to say 20 people, C20. So there's your synopsis from the land of snow and maple syrup. Here on the W8OKE repeater, this is AB8MO.
W8WKY.
All right there, Andy. Well, glad to have you with us this evening. Hopefully you can get that car fixed up there. Boy, 5:30, that's pretty early. I'm off tomorrow, so I don't have to be up till, 5 p.m. to get ready and come to the Christmas party. So we'll say 73 for now, and we'll catch you there down the log. Next, we're going to go up to KQKO, Nick at Night. Give us your comments, and then let everything drop, and give us your trivia answer there. Go ahead there.
KQKO, how am I coming in for you, Dustin?
Coming in just fine. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, sir. Just wanted to make sure this was working correctly. Okay, yeah, just kind of sitting here listening to the net. I'm not going to make the Christmas party tomorrow, unfortunately. I wanted to, and the wife and I were going to, except she reminded me that this year is her 35-year anniversary at work, and they said they hand out the awards and things, and her company Christmas party happens to be on the same night. So we would have skipped hers and gone to one if it was the 35 years award. So really, I'm waiting for the 40-year award. She gets a better reward for that one, but we'll see what happens to that in 5 years. Aside from that, we're just kind of hanging out here, getting stuff done around the house, and getting ready for Christmas, and listening to nets, and doing work, and all the holiday fun stuff. So that's really all I have right now. So I'm going to break for time. Oh, I put it in the blue screen. We should put the Sarah Club Christmas party on YouTube, because then I could be at her Christmas party and watching the YouTube video from the Sarah Club instead of and not interacting with people I don't know. Just an idea. But anyways, I'm going to break for time and read the answer to the trivia question. Okay. What branch of science is concerned with the interaction between matter and electromagnetic radiation? The answer was alpha, spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is a branch of science concerned with the aspects of electromagnetic radiation as a function of its wavelength or frequency frequency measured by spectrographic equipment and other techniques in order to obtain information concerning the structure and properties of matter. There are the other options. I chose them kind of as distractors. Radiology is the study of X-rays and their medical applications. Exobiology is the study of extraterrestrial life, and thermology is the study of heat. But the correct answer was alpha spectroscopy. So with that, I will pass it back to you, Dustin. This is K8QKO.
All right there, Nick. Well, we're going to miss you at the Christmas party, but thank you for the wonderful trivia question, my friend. And I tell you what, I had a slice of pumpkin roll the other day, and thank you so much. That thing is so good. We'll say 73 for now, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's go over now to K8VKA. Mr. Lucy, take it away. Give us your comments, and then let it break and give us trivia. Go ahead.
K88EPC and the BeaconNet K8VKA. I forgot to come up with comments. I don't know. It's going. It had work this week. That happened. Not too much else was going on really. Trying to get ready for our next house project. Looking forward to Christmas. Wrapping stuff up at work. Everybody at work, managers at work are like, we can get done with this in 2.5 weeks. It's like, no. It's like, all right, we'll try to figure it out. So, but anyways, had a good rag chew on the way home from work. That was cool on W80KE. I think we ended up getting 6 people in there throughout like a 20-minute span. So that was a lot of fun. And one of them was a pretty new ham, Kilo Echo 8 Whiskey Hotel Sierra. She came up with great phonetics for her call sign, but like it's Whiskey Hope and Success. I was like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. She doesn't drink or anything like that, but like it's still pretty cool. So, anyways, it's cool to hear her on the radio. Got her radio installed in the car the other week, or last week, yeah. So her and Peter were visiting. They're friends of ours, and they recently got their license. So that was cool. Anyways, I'm gonna let it drop and give the trivia answer. All right. Today's alternate trivia was: on May 6, 1937, the German Zeppelin Hindenburg, which was carrying aboard 97 passengers and crew, burst into flames and dropped to the ground in a little over half a minute. Amazingly, there were passengers of the doomed Zeppelin who survived. How many passengers and crew survived the disaster? Was it Alpha, 2, Bravo, 9, Charlie, 20, Delta, 62? The answer was Delta, 62. The airship was about 200 feet above the airfield in an electrically charged atmosphere when it burst into flames. The fire quickly spread and soon engulfed the tail of the ship, but the ship remained level for a few seconds before the tail began to sink. The nose pointed upwards to the sky with a blowtorch of flame that erupted from the bow. The fire spread so quickly, consuming the ship in less than a minute, that survival was largely a matter of where one happened to be located when the fire broke out. So passengers and crew members, they actually started jumping out of the promenade windows to escape the ship. And most of the passengers and all of the crew who were in the public rooms on A deck at the time of the fire, those who were close to the promenade windows, they did survive. Those who were deeper inside the ship, in the passenger cabins at the center of the decks, or the crew along the keel, they generally died. The cause of the famous airship's demise seems to be because of an electrostatic discharge that ignited leaking hydrogen. The spark was likely caused because of a difference in electric potential between the ship and the surrounding air. The ship's metal framework was actually grounded by the landing line, and then the difference in electric potential caused a spark to jump from the ship's fabric covering, which was able to hold a charge, to the framework. And this caused The cause of the hydrogen leak, though, is a bit of a mystery, but the ship had experienced significant leakage of hydrogen before the disaster. So that's today's alternate trivia. All right, 7-3s, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and catch you later. KE8VKA, back to KD8EPC.
All right, thank you so much there, Josh. We really do appreciate you doing the alternate trivia there, and that was another fun one there. All right, we're at the bottom of the list here. We're going to make one more call for check-ins here for the BeaconNet. So any stations that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please call now.
KI5 UKW. Bill.
All right, we got KI5 UKW. Bill, take it away.
Not a whole lot to add. I hope everybody's having a good evening, and appreciate you running the net, and that's about the size of it. I've had a pretty good day myself, and I guess I'll get off of here and give somebody else a shot. Bill, KI5 UKW, clear.
All right there, Bill. Thanks so much for stopping by. We certainly appreciate you giving us a number there. We'll say 73T and have a great evening. All right, Bill was the bottom of the list. It's over half past the hour here, so with that, I'm going to break for time here and shut this thing down.
W8WKY.
Before I go, though, I do want to make one more special call here for, Nate there. Boy, I can't remember his call now. AL8T, Nate, are you out there for a helicopter radio check? All right, we may have missed him. We'll give it one more call there. AL8T, Nate, can you hear us? Do you want to give a recheck there? All right, well, we tried there. He said if he was in range, he was going to try to give us a helicopter radio check there. So, all right, with that, we're at the bottom of the list. That was the last call for check-ins. I'm going to break for time here and shut this thing down. All right, on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KD8SLG, KD8QKO, AB8MO, KD8QWE, and KD8VKA, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Sunday night at 10 p.m. here on the W8WKY repeater 147390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. They've changed net controls at the top of the hour and welcome rechecks, so go give them the business if you can. With that, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. This is KD8EPC. I'm returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time and will be clear. 73, y'all.
W8WKY, repeater PL1 14.8. W8WKY. W8WKY.